My name is Lloyd Cluff, and I'm a consulting earthquake geologist and recently retired after 26 years with Pacific Gas and Electric in San Francisco, and then before that 25 years with a consulting company in San Francisco, Woodward Clyde Consultants. Oh, as I recall, this is back in the late 1980s. I had discussions with Kayaki, Jim Dietrich, as I recall, and some other folks down here. I was chairman of the California Seismic Safety Commission at the time, so they wanted the commission's influence to try to get interest in forming a Southern California Earthquake Center. And so I had been doing interviews with congressional representatives, and I remember meeting with Congressman George Brown and Pete Wilson, a former governor of Utah, but at that time I think he was a congressman. And then George Deukmejian, who was governor of California also. So I knew all three of those individuals personally. So I went back to Washington to drum up support for the Earthquake Center here. Well, it was, I think, a motivation for earthquake scientists, geology, seismology, and earthquake engineers to have another forum. And it was back in the days when there were discussions about and already been some hearings on a earthquake engineering center, which we have one now at Northern California at Pier, and there's one in New York as well. But I think it was trying to look for a mechanism for people to come together to do a lot of common things and to interface with industry, which is happening very much now, and I'm happy with that. So I think that was, and a lot of good science needed to be done in another forum rather than directly as part of the USGS or at a university. I think it's been a very natural evolution. The leadership deserves a lot of credit, and Tom Jordan and McRaney have a lot to do with that, and a lot of the others that are here and have influence on SCEC. It's been a very energetic thing, and now they're producing, the session I just came from was one of the best I've ever heard, where we had a direct interaction between speakers and the audience, more than just asking a question on about fault rupture and the initiation of earthquakes and so forth. And that was really something that we all need to know more about and see what the researchers are doing and how relevant that is to industry. I've always enjoyed coming to the meetings and always learned a lot, and seeing a lot of people with a lot of good ideas. And this meetings we're having here, this session is excellent, really well thought out, well planned, and a lot of good research being talked about. But I find this now it's really a place where relevant problems are being thought about, are being addressed, and we're getting some really good answers. I think it's the evolution to focus on, from my point of view, on addressing questions that can be used in society. Lucy Jones is a good example of a person who is able to do that, and she's working in the mayor's office here in Los Angeles now, and I think we need more people out there interfacing with the public. I enjoyed being with the Seismic Safety Commission for 15 years and chairman for 2 terms, because I could see we were making a difference with seismic safety in California. SCEC has contributed to that greatly.